All right, so let's dive straight in. Jita Kyoei. It's this core philosophy of judo about mutual welfare and benefit, right? And honestly, it's kind of brilliant in its simplicity. Jigoro Kano basically built the entire practice of judo around it.
That's right. It goes beyond just throwing and pinning. It's about building a community where growth happens together, mutual respect, ethical conduct, the pillars of judo, really. Kano believed you couldn't evolve individually unless you were also raising those around you.
Exactly. And it's interesting when you think about how deep that concept runs in the training itself. You've got the roles of Tori and Yuke, like the person performing the technique and the one receiving it. They're not just opponents, they're partners.
Partners who rely on each other to learn and improve. Yes, the Tori challenges the uke, but also adapts to their movements. The uke, in turn, provides valuable feedback by resisting or yielding at just the right moments. It's a controlled balance of competition and
Right.
cooperation.
And that balance, gosh, it's like poetry in motion when it's done well. You see someone practicing randori free sparring, and it's not about smashing the other person into the mat. It's about testing each other's limits in a way that makes both better. Kind of wild, isn't it?
It is. Kano even took that idea outside the dojo. He was adamant that mutual growth wasn't confined to martial arts. He used Jita Kyoei in education, diplomacy, practically everything. He once said that fostering mutual respect and cooperation was essential for world harmony.
Yeah, I've read that. He saw judo as this tool for teaching ethics and discipline, didn't he? Like, hey, if we can build solid character on the mats, why not use it in classrooms or boardrooms or, I don't know, diplomacy?
That's correct. In fact, his work in education reflected the same ideals. He emphasized, for instance, that teachers and students should learn from one another in a spirit of mutual respect. He didn't just preach these values, Kano lived them.
It's honestly inspiring. You don't see a lot of philosophies that are so applicable, you know? And yet, it's all right there in judo, all the throws, all the discipline, grounded in this one simple truth: we grow together. And speaking of philosophies that feel almost universal, Kano's whole idea of maximum efficiency, minimum effort connects so seamlessly with Jita Kyoei. It's not just about saving energy in a fight. It's like a roadmap for approaching life itself. Genius, right?
Absolutely. Kano applied this principle to nearly everything. He talked about using it in education, social interactions, even moral conduct. His belief was that efficiency led to harmony, both individually and within the larger society.
Yeah, like how awesome is that? I mean, it's so simple, but when you apply it outside the dojo, suddenly it's like about compromise in meetings or managing resources in, I don't know, a family or something. It's not just about judo.
Exactly. It's the foundation for his second principle, mutual welfare and benefit. Kano believed that by optimizing your own actions, being efficient, you could contribute to the greater good. It's a balance of self improvement and altruism.
Wait, hold on. That reminds me of Buckminster Fuller. You know him, right? Mr. Spaceship Earth?
Of course, Fuller and Kano had similar philosophies, actually. Fuller's work on efficiency wasn't limited to design, it was about reshaping how humanity interacts with the world. His concept of Spaceship Earth underlined the idea that we're all interconnected. He famously said, it has to be everybody or nobody.
Yeah, and he backed it up with stuff like the Dymaxion car and, geodesic domes. He wasn't just like talking about ideas. He was getting his hands dirty designing things that were actually efficient.
Exactly. He believed that efficiency in the truest sense meant making systems work for the collective good. It's a clear parallel to Kano's vision. Both saw their work as tools to elevate society, combining practicality with an ethical framework.
Right? I mean, how wild is that? Two people, totally different worlds, but they're like saying the same thing: improve yourself, improve society. Makes you wonder.
How much untapped potential exists when we work together instead of against one another.
Right. So building on that, Kano and Fuller both emphasize the power of working together. But let's be real, balancing cooperation with competition, that's got to be one of the hardest challenges, right? I mean, we all want to win, but at what cost?
Absolutely. Whether it's in business, sports, or even personal relationships, that tension can create friction. But Jita Kyoei doesn't ask us to sacrifice competition, it asks us to refine it. The goal is mutual growth, not dominance.
Right. Like imagine a team where everyone focuses on lifting each other up. Yeah, you're still competing, but it's about pushing limits, not pushing each other down.
And that's where the inspiration lies. In education, for instance, teachers who foster collaboration can help students not only excel academically, but also learn empathy and teamwork. The same goes for business leaders who create environments where innovation thrives through shared success.
Totally. And when you think about it, isn't that just efficient? Like you're not wasting energy on petty rivalries, you're focusing on building something bigger together.
Exactly. That kind of cooperation doesn't just strengthen teams or organizations, it transforms societies. Look at global movements towards sustainability. They're rooted in the same principle: progress through collaboration, not exploitation.
And it works. It's like we've got this blueprint for building a better world. It's just, are we brave enough to use it?
That's the question, isn't it? Visionaries like Kano and Fuller gave us the tools, but it takes collective courage and creativity to put them into practice. So,
Yeah, and honestly, it starts small in your dojo, your office, even like at your dinner table. It's those everyday choices.
that ripple outwards, shaping the bigger picture.
Exactly. And that's the power of mutual welfare, right? When you grow and I grow, we all grow, it's kind of unstoppable.
Unstoppable indeed. And on that note, it's been an enlightening journey through judo, philosophy, and innovation. Thanks for exploring these ideas with us.
Yeah, this was a fun ride. And hey, if you're out there listening, go try it. Go build something cool with someone else, even if it's just, I don't know, splitting a bagel. Start somewhere.
Wise words as always. Thank you all for tuning in. And until next time, remember the world changes when we progress together.